Hello viewers, welcome back to Addota Farm. In today's video, we'll be talking about 5 machines that you need as a livestock farmer and what those machines are used for. In number 1 list today, we have an extruder machine. Extruder machine. If you are a catfish farmer or someone that wants to go into catfish business and you want to start in a larger scale, then do you know that you have to produce feed yourself? If you didn't know, then this particular video is, as you know, I've already passed the message out to you. You have to produce your feed yourself, so to reduce costs and also you'll be needing an extruder machine. Extruder machine is used to produce floating feed for our catfish. That particular machine showing right there, that is the extruder machine that we are talking about. So you'll be needing an extruder machine at your farm. The work that the extruder machine does is to produce floating feed for your catfish, and at the same time you can even use the floating feed to feed your pigs, your chickens, your dogs and the rest. You can use this particular extruder machine to do that. That is the work of what extruder machine is, to produce floating feed out. The number 2 machine that we'll be needing is the pulverizer machine. Pulverizer machine. The pulverizer machine is just like a grinder. It will grind all your materials together. If you want to go into feed production and you want to produce a larger number of feed, then you will need a pulverizer at your farm. The pulverizer, the work it does is to grind your materials into powdery form. If you want to grind something like the GNC, something like soya beans, something like maize, something like bone meal, something like your bone meal and the rest of many things like that, the pulverizer machine will help you to grind it into powdery form, so you can use it to pelletize your feed, you can use it for your floating feed, you can use it for any type of feed at all, or to formulate feed for your animals. So pulverizer is another second machine that you really need at your farm. While the number 3rd machine that you'll be needing is a chopper machine. A chopper machine for people that are going into cattle farming, going into goat farming, going into rabbitry farming, going into pig farming, going into grass cutter farming and more, going into sheep farming. So you'll be needing a chopper machine at your farm. It will help to chop the grass into smaller particles, so that when your animals are eating it, it will absorb easily. It's going to digest easily. So you'll be needing a chopper machine at your farm, and you just need it at a farm just for you to chop grass. The work it does, like the name sound, chop, is going to chop that grass into smaller particles for easy absorption for your animals. So chopper machine is a 3rd machine that you'll be needing at your farm if you are a livestock farmer, or if you want to go into livestock farming. While the number 4 machine that you'll be needing is the mixer, the dry mixer. So the mixer, what it does is to mix feed, just like this particular video showing right there. That is a mixer. So if you are going into something like poultry farming, going into something like catfish farming, going into something like pig farming, then like I said, if you are going into it in a larger scale, or if you want to go into feed production, that is when you'll be needing this particular mixer. You understand? So the work it does, like the name sound, is to mix feed, just to mix 1,000 number of feed, to mix, if you want to mix a larger number of feed, or if you want to add an additive to your feed. What's an additive? The additive, they are the thing that we add, or the supplement that we add into our feed for treatment, to enhance growth and all, like the mitonin, the lysine, there are many more of it, even the wheat bran as well. If you want to add it into a larger scale of feed, they'll be needing this bigger mixer, or the dryer, the dry mixer, to mix this particular feed for you. So that is the 4th machine that you'll be needing at your farm if you want to go into livestock farming. While the 5th machine that you'll be needing is the pellet machine. Pellet machine is another machine that you'll be needing as well. Like the name sound, pellet machine. So it's going to pellet the feed out. It's just like an extruder machine as well too. Just that the work that both of them are doing is different. One is going to pelletize your feed in form of floating. So it's going to look round, just like this particular video you are watching right there. While the pellet is going to pellet your feed, it's going to look like long. You understand? So the size of the feed will be long. So this particular machine is for people that want to go into poultry farming, people that want to go into pig farming. You can use this machine to pelletize feed for both your poultry farming and your pig farming, and you can even use it to produce fish feed as well. The sinking feed, if you are the type that love sinking feed, then you can use this machine to produce sinking feed for your fish as well. So those are what the 5 type of machine that you'll be needing if you are going into livestock farming, or if you are thinking about going into livestock farming and you want to start in a larger scale. Then these are the 4 machine that you'll be needing. Then let me add additional one to this machine as well. If you are going into both the catfish, both the poultry farming, you'll be needing hammer mill as well. Hammer mill to crush all your materials, the harder material, just like the bone meal, the bread, and the rest of the materials that you'll be needing. Use hammer mill. If you are going into poultry farming and you want to produce something we call the mesh feed, then you will need hammer mill at your farm. It's going to crush, it's not going to grind it into powdery form. The pulverizer grind materials into powdery form, while the hammer mill crush material. So it means that if you want to use 70% of maize at your farm for both your your layers, your broilers and all, and you want them to be showing grains of what on maize at that particular feed, then use hammer mill. It's just going to crush it. It's not going to grind it to on powdery form, but it's going to crush it. So use hammer mill to do that at your farm. And if you have interest in all these particular 6 machines that I just mentioned, you can reach out to me. All the machines that I just display here with their uses, they are all fabricated machine. None of them is what an imported machine or anything. They are all fabricated machine. So if you have interest in going for all these fabricated machine, then you can reach out to me with my number shown on that particular screen. I'm not going to tell you their price now, but when you have interest, reach out to me with that number, then we'll discuss price. If you have interest, you can purchase one and use it at your farm and you'll be good to go. And please, if today is the first time of coming across my YouTube channel, do want to subscribe and turn the notification bell to be notified when next I drop a video for you. And please keep on sharing my videos, and I appreciate all my subscribers out there, people that have been subscribing to my YouTube channel, that have been dropping comments back to back, that have been sharing my videos. I appreciate you guys all, you understand, and I pray that God will bless you guys and crown your efforts. And bye for now.